Hello everyone, once again, Warren here with the Peach State Prime channel, and we're somewhere very, very different right now. Currently or near Blairsville, Georgia, which of course is, North Georgia mountains, kind of near not too far from North Carolina. I'm actually attending our Scouting America Summer Camp for the year, which is a week-long camp. We stay in tents and do all sorts of fun activities. For those in the scouting world, this is Camp Woodruff, part of the Atlanta Area Council. Now, I'd love to give you a full tour. However, it is a very, very popular camp. From what I've been told, there's 1,500 people in camp, plus a 250 person staff. So pretty much anywhere you go, there's somebody. Respecting everyone's privacy in a scouting setting as a scouting leader, there's not a whole lot I could get access to without capturing somebody beyond my own children in the video. So we're just going to have to settle for where we are now, which is actually a trail that goes back to the chapel area of Camp Woodruff here. And it's a very nice, little hike. Not really busy. It's a Tuesday when I'm filming this, so obviously not a lot of vespers or chapel services going on at the moment. So maybe I'll show off a little bit of what I can, maybe the lake here in just a little bit. But if you've never been up around this area, Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Ellijay, Georgia, it's all a very, it's a fun, if you live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, it's a fun day trip. I mean, there's plenty of places to stay, cabins to rent, but you can make it a day trip too. Lots of apple orchards and lots of fall fun in the fall, usually around the month, usually later September and all of October. You have a bunch of corn mazes, apple picking. It's kind of the countryside, that a lot of Atlanteans like to go to. But of course, I'm sure people come down from North Carolina and surrounding areas as well. All right, we have arrived to the chapel here. You see we got the duty to God, which is, of course, one of the 3 points of the Scout Oath. And you have this really nice, stand pulpit area with, some of those twisted tree walking sticks for the base. This nice bench for those presenting. And then this bag here with all this random stuff in it. This is actually a geocaching spot for the camp. If you don't know what geocaching is, it's basically using a map and compass to find a certain point. You can take an item, leave an item, depending on how the course is set up. All right, you probably notice I look a mess. It's been raining pretty much nonstop. We got here Sunday morning, and I've been here all day Monday, and it's we're past lunch on Tuesday now, and it's just been raining now. It's not raining right now, which is a welcome break from it, and hopefully it kind of stays away now. You can see my glasses are fogging up from the humidity. Just a really sticky feeling. I mean, all the kids are still having fun, which is what matters most, of course, including Warren and Landon are here among them. So it makes it worth it, but I like my sunshine even if it's hot. So one thing I don't think I've ever shown off or even had the chance to show off in a video is my walking stick. This is the one. I made this probably close to 25 years ago when I was a scout. Yeah, I haven't done the math. I'm guessing at that. But you can see it has this really cool bend in it. You know, almost looks, I always thought it looked kind of like biscuit dough. But, and it goes up into this hook, and that's been useful. I've put like lights on there. My rain jacket's wet, you know, carried that on there. So pretty handy, and I got a Order of the Arrow medallion, which of course is a long time scouting tradition. And, you know, it's fun because I could twirl it around and you get it going fast enough. It kind of looks like a W, like for my name. You know, you can lean on it holding the top end here, and of course the base. Usually hold it from here when I'm walking. So if this part ever breaks off, the hook, be kind of like a Yoda stick, I guess. One thing I think it's ironic is we have this great big flat area right next to the chapel, and pretty much just about every campsite here is on the side of a mountain, so they're not super flat as well as the rest of the camp. And this is the nice flat spot down here. And you know, it's nice it's preserved as, you know, a trail in the chapel. But you know, you can't help but think, boy, it would be nice to camp down in this area. Here's a shot of Lake Woodruff. This is the side where they do, it's more for scenery and stuff like fishing. I don't know what that thing is out in the middle. Is that like a fish feeder, like you have for deer almost, like for a deer stand? If you know, leave a comment. That'd be really cool if that's what it is. And then there's a trail you could take that goes over that bridge, and you can walk most of the diameter of this lake, which is pretty cool. And then from a distance, you can see the rest of the waterfront. They have like a obstacle course over there, some sailboats, motorboats. I don't think those are out right now. And of course, a swimming area and canoes, kayaks. And there is a blob back out there too, you can see in the background. Oh, I had some birds just fly in front of us. This is some of the displays in the nature lodge here. All these pelts. This taxidermy bear here. Ooh, this looks scary. And we have all this other taxidermy behind glass. There's a bobcat here. Oh, skunk, everybody's favorite animal to encounter in camp. A beaver, he looks very surprised. Like he was in the middle of eating something. Armadillo, and yes, we do have those here. All sorts of different foxes. Groundhog. Mongoose. Porcupine and a beaver. A couple different squirrels. And of course, raccoons over here. And we have random goats that wander the property from one of the program areas. Whatever they want to eat, they can have.
I'm like, I don't feel bad anymore.
Is that where the good stuff is?
Yeah, no, about a bunch. That's the only reason I have.
So we're at another part of the lake where, again, primarily boating's done and different programs. See that white church across the lake there, but this island here, bet you'll never guess the name of this island. That's right, TeePee Island. And then right across from it on the mainland where we are is the amphitheater. It is a pretty large amphitheater built right into the hillside here, and you know, they've done like fireworks and stuff over the lake for their opening and closing campfires. You'll have canoes, you'll have motorboats come by. It's a really big show. And then of course they do have a program later on in the week where you can canoe out to this island here, TeePee Island, and if you canoe over to it, they'll give you ice cream. So I know a lot of our kids are looking forward to that. And then up from there, this is actually there's the main entrance to the camp there, that big wooden archway. This welcome center's brand new. It's where a lot of the business end of summer camp and other council programs occurs, and you know, registration, that kind of stuff. And one thing they're in the midst of doing here at Woodruff is constantly improving it. They do receive, now the Woodruff, if you don't know this, it's named after Robert Woodruff, and that is the same Robert Woodruff that was involved with Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola actually does give generous donations for future camp improvements, and there's a bunch of these signs all around camp. And you can see this one's going to give us a new shower house and restrooms in an area where it could really be used, and you could check out that website if you'd like to know more. And one thing I think I neglected to say earlier is this camp, I actually came here for summer camp, my very first summer camp when I was young. And, you know, and now it's Landon's first summer camp here, which is kind of cool. And just, you know, I grew up coming here for all sorts of things, even beyond summer camp. And so it's nice to see how the camp has changed and improved over the years. And over here on your right, this, whoa, that bird scared me. Anyways, this is the dining hall. We actually sit out on the porch for our meals. But, you know, there's plenty of seating inside, and they actually get us served pretty quick. Get us in and out of there. The food's not bad in my opinion. I've had plenty of camp food, and I don't think this is anywhere near that bad as some of the places I've tasted. But this is like a postcard shot here. You know, take a screenshot if you like, with that sky in the background. Oh, so glad it's not raining right now. And where is this dang bird that keeps yelling? I don't see it. But anyways, across from the dining hall, you do have the parade field, you know, where we gather, you know, before lunch and dinner, raise and lower the flags, and gather for other activities. And way in the distance is the waterfront, and waterfront being the mainly the swimming area there and canoeing. So as my glasses are fogging up here and I look a mess, I did want to use this opportunity to announce kind of something special that's coming up for both my family and that I'll be covering for the channel. So we all know, you know, America's celebrating its 250th anniversary this year on July 4th, 2026. And, you know, part of that, you know, we wanted to do something. I mean, we always like doing at least one family trip over the summer. And, you know, and we found what we came up with this year kind of ties into the whatever you call it. It's not a bicentennial. There's a long name I've heard for it, but the 250th celebration. And we are taking a road trip, and I'm kind of dubbing it. My wife doesn't really know this. I'm kind of dubbing it the America 250 road trip. Now, we are not visiting all 50 states. Now, that would be awesome. I mean, truly amazing. But, don't really have the time or the money or the resources for that right now, especially with gas prices the way they are. So, and I mean, we're not necessarily visiting a lot of historical sites, but we're going to some places we've never been before. Some we have, and just, multiple sites and, of course, multiple states. We're going to start off, we're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee. Now, we're not going to go to the city, like downtown Nashville. We've been there. It's not really a family place. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. It really, truly is all bars and performers. And kids aren't, if you're under 21, you really can't even go into half the places. So, been there, done that. So we're going to go to the area, the Opry Mills area, where the Grand Ole Opry currently sits. So we'll be in that area, taking in those sites. I've been there a few years ago, around 2022, but we want to check that out and also try to get into the Opryland Hotel and check out some of the sites you could just, walk in. Like, I understand they have a big garden type area and a boat tour. I was there as a child a long time ago when they used to have the Opryland theme park. So, curious to see how that is in there now. From there, we'll be going to Santa Claus, Indiana. And theme park fans will recognize that name as the location and home of Holiday World, which is, of course, one of the legendary theme parks that a lot of people like to try to visit. We've never been there at all. I've never been there. So we're going to take that in, see, how it is, how some of the coasters are. I know they have a Thanksgiving themed dark ride and a couple Halloween themed coasters and much, much more. So really looking forward to going there. Plus, that time of year for the summer, they will be having, they have a drone show that covers all the holidays and, of course, a nod to July 4th. So we'll get a sky show, drones, and I think they do some fireworks as well. So we'll be taking that in to celebrate all holidays, but mostly America. Then from there, we're going to St. Louis, Missouri. Which, again, I was there many, many years ago, went up the arch and all that, but we'll be taking my family and, of course, Aaron for the first time, and we'll be seeing sites like the Arch and the City Museum. Figured out we'd, visit one of the nation's landmarks, one of the notable monuments in America. So we'll be there a few days. We're going to continue on in Missouri, and we're actually going to go to Branson. And I've driven through Branson, but I've never really vacationed there. So we're going to go and see what they have to offer. Understand it's very similar to like a Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg situation, which if you've been watching my channel or seen some of my previous videos I've posted, we love the Smokies. So, we're very curious to see Missouri's, kind of take on that vacation town kind of vibe. And while we're there, we love Dollywood. We got passes this year for the first time. I've put out several videos. I'll probably put out several more. We will be visiting their sister park, Silver Dollar City. I was preparing to say it and I forgot the name of it. Yes, Silver Dollar City. We'll be visiting there for the very first time. And what I'm most interested to see there is they have the sister ride to Blazing Fury there, Fire in the Hole. Now, while they did, refurbish Blazing Fury at Dollywood, Fire in the Hole was rebuilt a few years ago from the ground up, but still based on that original ride design. So I'm really curious to see how that stacks up to Blazing Fury. From there, we're actually gonna swing back around, say in Nashville, once again in the same area, same hotel, and then we're gonna end. Wait for it. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Yes, we'll be swinging back there for the final leg of the trip, and we will actually end on. We will be there for the 4th of July. So, of course, we'll be able to cover Dollywood's summer celebration and 4th of July celebration. And while we're there, we're actually going to go to Splash Country for our very first time, which is Dollywood's water park. And they have a special event they're doing over the summer called Neon Nights. Which is where they're going to have all sorts of lights. It's open after hours. Crowd's supposed to be low. For some of their attractions, they'll have open. Supposed to have special merchandise and food, and of course neon lights everywhere. So really looking forward to see both what the water park's like for ourselves and what this special event is like they're doing for the first time this year. And then from there, so we'll end with a bang, Dollywood style, and then we will make our way home. So we'll be going, later part of June all the way up through the 4th of July, and we'll be hitting, Tennessee, Georgia, of course, we're in Georgia. We'll be hitting, of course, Tennessee a couple times. We'll be in Missouri, and of course, anything we pass along the way that's of interest. So, take us probably about a week and a half. And again, it's just a trip around the 4th of July, and we're going to get to see, again, a lot of the theme park shows they're doing for that time of year for the 250th, and of course, just summer. So, even though it's not the whole country or like going to Washington, D.C. or Mount Rushmore or something, it's going to be very, summer and patriotic themed just with all the events going on. So it's going to be a fun little road trip. And I hope when those videos go up, maybe you'll watch some of those and, you'll get to see what we got to see out there. All right, so I want to thank you for watching this video. Just, look at a couple sites around Camp Woodruff here. Again, can't show too much because of just how crowded it is, but it is a lot of fun. And, if you are with a scout troop and you're looking for a different place for summer camp or just a weekend camp, Woodruff's a pretty nice place, so I would recommend it. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, I invite you to give it a like here on YouTube. And of course, you could subscribe to the Peach State Prime channel. And for more videos like this, usually, somewhere not quite as, maybe outdoorsy or for as long of a time. But, hey, I enjoy it. I'm just kidding. But, of course, we cover stuff like, travel videos, amusement parks, tourist attractions, special events, fun places to eat and shop, all here on the Peach State Prime channel. And, of course, leave a comment, what are you doing for America's 250th celebration or, anything else you want to share about this video. Have you ever been to a summer camp before? Always love to hear from you out there. And of course, be on the lookout for those upcoming videos of our road trip. And, I'll do my best to not post them too far behind. Of course, usually there's a few days lag in between here and there. And I don't like to cram too much into every video. I like each thing to be its own video. I think it deserves to be its own video, and it allows you to really see the content that you want to see. So those will be coming out on hopefully the usual upload schedule. And of course, if you happen to be into Transformers, I do have my separate Peach State Prime Transformers channel, just because there'd be too much to cover for my favorite hobby if I tried doing it all on this same channel. And I like keeping those kind of separate channels. It allows for more organization there, and the right audience gets to see the videos. Anyways, again, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.